the ball ended up going across the street. He walked across the street. The car pulled off fast. Pow, 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 pow. Right in front of me. Like, I'm talking about right in front of me. Like, literally right in front of me. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Mac Moolah, and I'm back with another video. Now, I know that I'm not the biggest YouTuber. It's coming soon, though. Just stay tuned for 2018. By the end of the year, I'm gonna have at least 100,000 at the very least. The 607 at the time, you know what I'm saying? The 607 subscribers that I do have are very supportive of me, and I appreciate it 100%. Y'all support is crazy. Y'all comments, likes, all that is crazy, and I appreciate it 100%. I don't mess with blood for a very specific reason, and I haven't told the story on why I don't like blood, so I'm about to tell a story right now, okay? This is a kind of serious story, but I figured it'd be entertaining for you guys to watch, listen to, and then learn from, you feel? So that's how niggas talk in the South. It's hilarious to me. I was born here. I was born in Chicago. I was raised in Chicago from the time I was about 7 or 8 all the way up until now. So I was born in Chicago. I lived here until I turned about 2. And then we moved to California. First, we lived in Long Beach. If you don't know what Long Beach is, that's where Snoop Dogg is from. And then we moved to Compton. And Compton is the place where NWA is from, Ice Cube, all them niggas, Crenshaw Boulevard, all that. You feel me? So I seen all that. Even though I was a little baby, I was a little small, little Tyler, Mac Moolah, was still counting moolah and still macking. But I was just a little baby. I still witnessed a lot of shit. So yeah, my mom was raised in California. She was raised a lot of her life in California before she moved to Chicago. You feel me? So when she moved to Chicago, that's how her and my dad met, and they had me. So I'm in California, I'm in Compton, and it's not too different from Chicago as far as like the violence and stuff. But at least in Compton, the violence made a little more sense than to do in Chicago. You know, one day I had this big cousin, I'm not gonna tell his name, but I had this big cousin who was about 12, 13. I was about 6, okay? My mama would never let me hang out with them, but we lived in my grandma's house, and it was a lot of us in that house, and I would always sneak outside with them, or my cousin and his friends would always help me sneak outside, or help me sneak and play 007 when I wasn't supposed to be playing it, or GTA San Andreas. I always wanted to be one of the big kids, and I would always sneak and hang out with them. So we lived on this side of the street, and right across the street was my cousin's best friend house, and he had like a basketball court in the street, and it was a big street, and we used to always play in the street and then move out the way when cars was coming and stuff, right? On this particular day, we outside, we playing basketball. Really, I couldn't really hoop like that, so they would just like give me a ball and let me shoot while they was playing like a V or a 1v1 or whatever they was playing. You know, my cousin, his friends was highly involved in the streets at the age of 13. You know what I'm saying? That's when the shit started. But one of his friends was like, I didn't know at the time, but he told me like when I got older, one of his friends was like really like ruthless as a 13-year-old in Compton, California. You feel me? He was real ruthless. He was doing a lot of shiesty stuff, stealing people drugs, doing a lot of stuff with people money, and it's one thing you don't do in the streets, and that's play with people money. He got popped. He happened to get shot right in front of us. I'm not gonna go into detail about all that other stuff, but basically, long story short, the nigga walked across the street. It was a car down the street that we didn't think nothing of. We like, it's just a parked car. I didn't see nobody in it. They was just waiting, and they turned out they was waiting for him to like get kind of by himself so they wouldn't hit none of us, and the ball ended up going across the street. He walked across the street. The car pulled off fast. Pow, 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 pow. Right in front of me. Like, I'm talking about right in front of me. Like, literally right in front of me. Car pulled up fast. The driver pointed out the window. He shot off like 6-7 shots. Popped his ass. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying he popped him. And the dude was laying down on the street. My cousin run over. He said, what? He yelled his name. I almost said his name, but he yelled his name. He crying over him. I'm 6 years old seeing this, you know what I'm saying? And this is they homie. So they not really, I don't think they was really thinking about get my little cousin out of here. He's not supposed to be seeing this. I start crying because I knew the dude. The dude was cool. Like, he would always give me like a little money because my mama was struggling back then. He would always give me a little money. My mom worked 2 jobs. She was barely at home. He always give me some money for stuff. He always made sure I had food. He got me the newest games. He had me, you know what I'm saying? At 13 years old, he had a lot of money for a 13-year-old. And he took care of me like I was his cousin, the same way my cousin took care of me. You feel me? And I'm crying. but I'm seeing like his blood, his head like on the curb type stuff. It's blood everywhere. It's like meat everywhere. It's just messed up scene. I had he was like a big homie in the hood. I'm not gonna say his name either, but I called him my uncle. He wasn't my real uncle, but he was like a big homie in the hood. He came out the house because he heard the shots. Came out the house with his gun. He dragged me in the house, threw me in the house. And then my grandma, not my real grandma, but she talked to me. And that wasn't the first person I seen get shot or killed. Well, that was the first person, but that wasn't the only person that I seen get shot or killed. But ever since then, like, blood is just not. I remember I cut my finger in 4th grade and blood came out. I almost fainted. Like, I really got lightheaded. And I had to grab like 10 paper towels and cover it up. You know, I went downstairs to the nurse and, you know, she stopped the bleeding, but I had my eyes closed the whole time because I couldn't do blood. If I scrape my hand or seen somebody bleeding, my whole body would just feel weird and it'll get weak and I feel like I'm about to faint. It was just real weird. It got way better now. I still don't like blood too much, but I could deal with it a little bit more. But that's the story. That's why I to this day really don't like blood, and that's why I couldn't. That's why I didn't like blood for that whole span of my life. And then when I got to Chicago, the shit didn't get no better because I seen other people die, get shot, bleeding. Drove past a nigga that just got shot when I first got to Chicago, like a year after I first got here, we driving down the street over by my grandma's house, and I seen a nigga, it's hella police. The nigga just got shot, he's still on the floor, you know what I'm saying? The ambulance, the police just pulled up as we driving by. So, like, they was about to block off the street and we driving by. And I see this man on the floor with the red tape and everything. I seen a lot of shit like that. Just hood shit, but me being 6 years old, seeing that for the first time fucked my head up. And that's why I didn't like blood. But if you like this video or this story time, I ain't gonna even keep talking about it because it's not a positive thing. But if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias at the bottom of this screen. It's your boy Mac Moolah, and I'm over now like the Autobots. Peace.